The difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day is that Veterans Day is remembering people who served in the military, and Memorial Day is remembering people who lost their lives in service.
Veterans Day was started in 1947 by a man named Raymond Weeks. The day, November 11th, was made Veterans Day in Birmingham, Alabama. The day was made to honor all of the veterans.
On June 28, 1968, it was made that people would get a 3-day weekend for Veterans Day. Armistice Day was changed to Veterans Day in 1954. A bill was passed that made Armistice Day Veterans Day.
He was a corporal. He was in the Marine Corps. He was in service for 4 years. He did his 4 years, and he served part of that time deployed to Iraq. Well, the first thing that I noticed is that our training was really different. So when he trained for his job, his training was unique compared to what I had in college training to be a teacher. So his skill set's a little different than mine, and that's a good thing because he's very flexible with his time, because in the military sometimes he would work at night, sometimes he would work in the day. So he does really well with little sleep, and I do not, because I'm used to coming to school at the same time and leaving at the same time every day. So he has a flexibility about him in that way. He's also really, really good at problem solving in that he can fix a lot of things, and that is not my skill set. I usually have to watch YouTube videos, and even then I'm not very good at fixing things. So he's really good at working on things and finding a solution if something isn't working properly. I'm better at dealing with people, especially a lot of people, especially kids, because that's been the last 17 years for me. So it's good because we balance each other out, and because of his training and his military experience, he has a skill set, and because of my teaching and my experience, I have a skill set. So it works to our advantage because he does all the jobs that I don't necessarily want to do, and I do all of the jobs that he doesn't necessarily want to do.
On September 18, 1947, the Air Force was established under the National Security Act of 1947 because the European countries involved in the conflict had already developed superior aircraft industries.
The Space Force was established December 20th, 2019. The Space Force organizes, trains, and equips personnel in order to protect U.S. and allied interests in space and to provide space capabilities to the joint forces. The U.S. Coast Guard was established in 1790 by Secretary of the Treasury Alexander Hamilton. The Coast Guard patrols America's coasts and international waters using cutters, aircraft, and intelligence to detect, intercept, and disrupt dangerous and illegal activities such as drug smuggling.
The Army started on June 14, 1775, used for growth of the American nation and the power and defense. Basically saying that we can have self-defense and make people show that we are contenders in this world. And then in normal missions of objective is normally to deploy and fight and win wars for nation wars, meaning you will use your life and tactics to serve your country. Right then, created by Congress in April 1798, the Department of the Navy was the earliest roots in the Continental Navy, formed as 1775 by the General George Washington. Look at that. To defend the American colonies from the British attacks. And then the normal mission of the Navy is to maintain and train and equip combat-ready naval forces to capable of winning wars, determining aggression, and maintaining freedom of
Do you have a family member that was in the Army or still is in the Army?
Yeah, my grandpa.
What military branch was he in?
The Air Force.
Do you know how long he was in there for?
Like 3 years.
Okay, thank you. Are you related to anyone that was in the Army or still is?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask who it is?
Yeah, you can know his last name. His last name's Coons.
What branch was he in?
He was in the medical branch.
Alright, how long was he in there for?
Basically the entire time of World War II.
Okay. Thank you. Are you related to anyone that was in the military or still is?
My great grandpa was in the military. Yeah.
Do you know how long he was in?
No.
Okay, thank you.
My name's Zach Craig, CACHARYCRAIG.
Did you have any veterans in the war?
Yes, my grandpa.
What did he do?
I don't know.
What war did he serve in?
World War II.
All right, thank you.
Woo! Back to the studio. It's so freaking hard.
The Army National Guard. 7 years. I was a medic, so I worked in the hospitals and at different sites. So it was a lot of stress, but it was fun.
The Veterans Day display has become a tradition at North Montgomery Middle School. As we found out, it is not just about putting up signs in the lawn.
We started the project in 2019, and so this is our 4th year. It really came to me because I really wanted to make something that was interactive for kids to understand Veterans Day. And I didn't want them just sitting in a convocation. I wanted them to really learn about the people in our community.
There were also challenges in the creation of the project.
So it's really the wind that makes the biggest challenge for us. 40-mile-an-hour winds yesterday made us take it down. But the kids really worked hard yesterday to get the display back in the building and take care of it.
Another important aspect of the display is helping students become connected with local heroes.
To see our kids make connections and then also have family members who are out there, so it really has this true meaning to them, is really important to me. Veterans Day is important to me because I have a lot of people in my family who have served, and I just really think about my country and think about the blessings that we have to be free.
There are importance in doing this every year for 4 years, so it's more than just a day to people. We look forward to doing this project again and honoring our local military members for years to come. I'm Savannah reporting back to Charger Current.